Fish and Wildlife is at it again. Yeah, that's right. Hi, folks. I'm Brad from We Be Fishing, the viewable podcast right here on YouTube. We're a spin-off version of the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel, and we're so glad that you joined us today. Yeah, you might be interested in this topic. As I stated, we were taking the boat out just to run her for a minute and look around and making sure the boat was going to run right. It's been a few months since I had her out on the water, and I was just kind of putting her through her paces. As we get to the boat ramp, we see all these boats all these trailers, and one specific boat that was already pulled in. And so you open the door and you could tell, or the windows, and you could tell what it was they had there. They had a bunch of fish. And I went over and I talked to a gentleman for a while over there and found out that what was going on is the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife, in conjunction with Indiana over there, Department of Natural Resources, were jointly working together. Now, they had 4 boats out, and it appeared in this area, and it appeared they were out and they were shocking the water, and they were netting and capturing a bunch of Asian carp. In the one boat where I was speaking with this gentleman, he had 5,000 pounds worth of fish in his boat, and he had the smallest boat of all of them. There were 3 other boats still out there working and getting fish. So he said, it's going to be at least this much, if not more, than the amount of fish that I've already brought in. And again, like I said, he brought in 5,000 pounds. So, even if they only had what he had, that's 20,000 pounds of Asian carp removed from the Ohio River. So that's huge. I was really excited about that. It was interesting talking to him and seeing what was going on. Now, these fish are not just being destroyed and wasted. In this scenario, these fish are going to be sent off to be turned into and used for fish oils. Okay. As many of you know, that there's fish oil pills and stuff that are used and taken for people for medical purposes. So I'm assuming that's the purpose that they're going to turn these into fish oil for. There's other companies out there that also use these fish, and they cut them up and they package them, and sometimes they add various flavors or scents to them and so on and so forth, and they sell them as catfish bait. Some people out there say, they enjoy, although it's difficult to clean these fish for that purpose, they enjoy eating some of these fish. Well, you can have those. I'm going to pass on them, but you enjoy that. But I was very pleased that we found out that the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife, again, jointly with the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, was out on the water, putting time in, and taking some of these invasive species of fish out. These fish have no true predator fish, that's after them. They have nothing. If they're really small, okay, bass or something like that's going to eat them, possibly, and catfish are going to eat them up to a certain point. But these fish get very, very large, huge fish. And as you know, they jump out of the water, they strike boaters, they've knocked people out of the water, they knock people out, literally. They could, hit you in the chest, especially if I've had that happen. And if you're somebody that's been a heart patient or had heart surgery, like I have in the past, that's concerning. If you're going to take a hard blow to the chest, it kind of worries you a little bit. So Anyway, these fish are very dangerous. They're taking over a lot of the water space, and it may be causing some of the natural fish to this body of water to be dying off, or if more isn't done. And I'm just pleased to say and to let you know that these departments are out there. They are working. I've seen it. I got pictures to prove it, and some witnesses that were with me. So it's good to know they're out there and they're doing their job, and they're doing the best they can to try and get a handle on the Asian carp population out there. There's a lot of them. It's crazy, but any of them that they can get out of the water, it's going to reduce the numbers to a degree, because those fish will not be having offspring. So it keeps that amount out at least. So thanks again, guys, for being out there and doing your job. We do appreciate it. We know you guys take a lot of heat a lot of times because you're writing tickets. Nobody likes that. You're pulling people off the water, and some people you're taking to jail. We understand you have a tough job, and some of it causes you not to be liked so much. But on the other hand, you get out, you clean the banks, and you cut, around the public ponds and lakes and things. You keep those areas clean, and you do a good job stocking some, and obviously removing fish that are invasive species to our waters. We greatly appreciate that. Thanks again so much for all you do. Folks, thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this news that I brought you, and can appreciate that. We want you to join our channel if you would at this time. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't become a member already. We greatly appreciate that. Again, do it now, and you get the We Be Fishing Viewable podcast right here, but you also get the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel. So anyway, thanks once again for joining us. We appreciate it. You guys have a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon right back here at We Be Fishing. Have a good one.